Cut on side first. Oh, damn. Oh, y'all put them in y'all spaghetti? Yeah.
Do the biggest love stories sometimes end in the quietest ways? Really feels that way. Recently, Papoose showed everyone that staying silent can speak louder than any harsh song or public argument. He was once praised as the true example of loyalty and devotion. Now, instead of explaining himself online or facing every camera, he seems to be moving carefully, choosing when to speak and when to step back. Meanwhile, Remy Ma appears calm and unbothered by the noise. Claressa Shields keeps posting, and Pap looks focused on protecting his peace. This isn't just small drama. It feels like a major shift happening right in front of everyone.
I might have to try. I might have to see what y'all talking about. It's a lot of thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay.
I'm talking about Papoose, the same man many people once called the definition of loyalty. He stood by Remy Ma during her time in prison and supported her all the way to award shows and chart success. Back then, his dedication was loud and clear. He spoke proudly about their marriage in interviews, showed up beside her at events, and treated their relationship like something precious. When she was locked up, he stayed committed. When she came home, he celebrated her return like a true partner who never lost faith. To many fans, they represented strong Black love and unity. But recently, things feel different. The warmth people once saw now seems distant and reserved. Ever since his name started being linked with Claressa Shields, social media has been paying close attention. At first, it was small hints, a photo here, a short clip there. Still, the internet notices everything. Once gossip pages picked up the story, Papoose stepped back. He didn't argue, explain, or defend himself. He simply went quiet. Meanwhile, Claressa continued sharing her happiness online, posting confidently and showing she feels secure and content. Sometimes silence says more than words ever could.
Okay, it's the sugar. I'm actually gonna put me a little bit in like a cup, and then I'll put a little bit of sugar in there, and I'll see what it tastes like. But I ain't about to just I ain't just gonna put it in there and then just eat it, like mess up my whole stuff.
But lately, Papoose hasn't been showing up in the way he used to. He's not laughing in videos, not bringing that animated energy to interviews, and he's mostly absent from clips online. Most of the time, he's upstairs behind the camera or busy working. Slowly, it feels like the whole situation is running without him, like a one-person show. If you've been paying attention, you know Papoose doesn't thrive on public chaos. He moves carefully, like a gentleman from an earlier era, private, strategic, and measured. But private doesn't mean invisible. Lately, he seems checked out, tired of the constant drama, the gossip and headlines that have nothing to do with his music. When he was with Remy Ma, there was balance, love, work, partnership. Now it looks messy. Claressa Shields is active online, posting stories and clips, showing her happiness and connection, while Remy Ma stays above the noise. Papoose looks like a man searching for peace. You can feel it in the way he carries himself, someone caught between preserving his legacy and ignoring unnecessary attention. He's not made for daily social media drama. He's built for quiet moves that speak for themselves. And here's the truth many won't say out loud. When a man like him stops posting, stops defending, stops explaining, it usually means he's already made up his mind. He's not arguing or pleading. He's repositioning. Remember, Papoose's reputation was built on loyalty and lyricism. When Remy Ma struggled, he stood firm. When she rose again, he celebrated her loudly. That dedication made him more than a rapper. It made him a symbol of devotion. Now the same man rarely speaks online. When he does, it's about focus, growth, and protecting his peace. It's intentional. The messages are clear, even if subtle. Meanwhile, Claressa keeps proving the connection exists, posting more smiles, more energy, more us against the world moments.
What's going on? King of Shot? That's how what's going on? February 22nd. Yes.
Here's what people are really seeing. Papoose is slowly stepping back while the spotlight keeps focusing on the wrong story. Let's be clear. This isn't about throwing shade at Claressa Shields. She's strong, confident, and relentless in everything she does. But even the boldest, most determined people can struggle when the fight has already shifted. You can't post your way past emotional distance. You can't flex and force someone to respond to you. That's what makes Papoose different. He doesn't need drama or public feuds. He lets his actions, or in this case his silence, tell the story. Sometimes walking away quietly speaks louder than any social media post ever could. Fans have noticed. Comments like "Pap looks tired" or "his energy is off" keep popping up, and they're not wrong. Even the strongest people can grow exhausted when love starts feeling like a performance rather than a partnership. Here's the irony. Claressa keeps posting, trying to show her connection and prove it to the world. The harder she works, the less it seems to stick. Remy Ma never had to show anything online. She lived it. The difference is clear. Living your truth doesn't need approval or likes. Just exists. And that's the part that hits differently. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It mirrors real life. Think about how many people you know constantly posting a perfect relationship while privately things are falling apart. That's why this situation resonates. It's human, not just drama. Papoose embodies the quiet person who doesn't feel the need to explain himself. When he decides it's over, he leaves, and only then does the world start catching up. Meanwhile, Remy Ma thrives. She smiles, works, and moves through life with grace, without petty clapbacks or revenge posts. She survives storms without chasing thunder. Claressa Shields, by contrast, seems stuck in a loop: post, defend, repeat. It's clear she's seeking validation, but Papoose doesn't operate that way. He isn't a trophy. He's peace. And when peace walks away, attention and likes cannot replace the connection that truly matters. Right now, it feels like Papoose has already emotionally left the scene. Maybe not physically, but he's smart enough not to make a spectacle. That's his strategy. Stay calm, let chaos happen, and stay 2 steps ahead while others react. He's rebuilding, sharpening his focus, protecting his legacy quietly as ever. That's why this story hits differently. It's not just about love or betrayal. It's about image, perception, and control. In a world full of oversharing, Papoose proves that silence can dominate. You can't fake loyalty or chemistry. You can't recreate peace. And whatever comes next, one thing is certain. He doesn't need to speak to make the world pay attention. When he finally does, every ear will be listening, because he never wastes words and every word matters. So what's your take? Has Papoose truly stepped away for good? Or is he just protecting his peace before returning stronger? Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, subscribe for more, and send it to anyone following this story closely.